Okay guys, as promised, I am going to show you my meal prepping and how I prep. First of all, let me take a step back here and show you guys my meal prep containers. These are my meal prep containers I got from Amazon. They're the Chefland 3-compartment containers. I'm also going to have the link found in files of the group that's going to show you exactly how to obtain them on Amazon. And they're about $17 for 10 of them. They're BPA free and they have a lid that looks like this, which is pretty awesome. Okay. So whether you have these or not is inconsequential. You can use regular Tupperware, but these are the ones I like. I've been using for a while because they have 3 compartments, and that way I can put my protein, my carb, and my veggie. So my red, yellow, and green. So I'm going to show you how I prep for the week. Typically I prep on Saturday or Sunday. Today I did it on Saturday because I wanted to get it out of the way. So what I do is I pick a meat. I pick a red, and I decided to pick ground turkey. I've got 2 little rolls of 80% lean ground turkey. I sauteed it in a little bit of butter, and I added a couple of things. I'm going to show you. I love chicken broth. I love it because you can use that to saute things and you don't have to add a lot of oil or any other fats to it. I also used Mrs. Dash Fiesta Lime, and I used some of this liquid aminos. I'm sorry, I did not use that on the turkey. My bad, sorry about that. I used Mrs. Dash and a little bit of pepper and a little bit of Himalayan salt, and I used a little bit of this Bertolli Reserva marinara. Now, what I looked for in here, I looked for low sugar. I always look for that in my spaghetti sauces because I don't want a lot of sugar. So that's only got 4 grams. So I just kind of poured a little bit in there, about half a green container of the spaghetti sauce, sauteed it with that and the seasonings I just mentioned, and just till it was no longer pink. So that's the meat I decided to make for the rest of the week. For at least through Wednesday or Thursday. Then here, you know, I pick a vegetable. I decided to do green beans. These are fresh green beans, and basically I decided to saute them in a pan. Sometimes I steam them. Today I decided to saute them. I took a little bit of butter, and again, a little bit of chicken broth. I took my liquid aminos, which takes the place of soy sauce, and it's a lot lower in sodium and healthier. Tastes like soy sauce. And then I like this veggie drizzle by Marzetti's. It's really low in calories. It's got like 45 calories for 1 tablespoon. I barely even used a tablespoon, but it adds a little zest to vegetables. And then I did use a little bit of Fiesta mix too. I just love Mrs. Dash, and I love that. And a little salt and pepper. And you know, when you make these in the pan, it takes a little bit longer than if you steam them. So it's just to your desired crunchiness. I probably cook these for about, with a lid on, for probably about 20-25 minutes. Okay, now that we are done with that, let me show you my yellows. I just made a bunch of sweet potatoes. These are half a sweet potato in these containers. Some of them have them, some of them don't. So I still have to make a couple of more yellows for my carbohydrate. But then this is what I do, you guys. I'm like literally gonna show you what I do. I take my green. I just want you guys to get the visual of exactly how I meal prep. And I don't mind repetition. So what I'm going to do with this meat, I can make taco salad. I could put it in a wrap. But right now, I at least want to have my lunches prepped. So you see, there's my green container. And I'm going to dump it right in there. Okay? And I'm going to repeat the same cycle for all of them. I take my red container, okay? That's my turkey. And I'm gonna go ahead and, sorry, I'm like having a hard time looking at my container and doing this. Oof, making a sloppy mess. I fill it to the rim. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put it in there, okay? And that is 1 container, you guys, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repeat the same cycle for all of these. And the idea is that I wanna have at least 4 days worth of lunches and dinners in the fridge ready to grab, because I typically have my breakfast. I make my breakfast. I either have Shakeology or I just whip up some eggs and then I have some berries on the side or some oatmeal, and that's pretty easy for me, or a Shakeology. So I like to have at least my lunches and my dinners done. So what I'll probably do is I'll have all my lunches done, and it's going to be this exact same thing. And then I might add for my dinners, I might measure out like 2 cups of greens in the form of lettuce and put it in a container and then have a little bit of taco meat in there. And maybe I'll take a little bit of cheese and kind of have a little taco salad for a couple of the nights. So I'm going to basically use this meat to mix and match different dinners. And I'm going to use, you know, what I'm making. So I just like to keep it really simple. Sometimes I pick 2 proteins that I make for the week, but this particular week I just decided on 1, and typically this takes me through about Wednesday or Thursday. I also like to pre-cook a lot of eggs. So I steamed these. You can boil them. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 eggs. 2 eggs are the equivalent of a red. Those are great snacks. I'm gonna be able to grab those and have that snack. So I've got my lunch, my dinner, and I've got a snack right there. So that's 3 meals right there, because snacks count also as a meal. My Shakeology is another meal. That's my 4th meal, right? And I typically have about 5 meals a day. So I just need my breakfast, you guys. So there it is, like legit, it is that simple. As far as any other snacks that you can have, I love the Oikos 000. This is an ideal yogurt because it's got the perfect ratio of protein, carb, and fiber. So just to show you guys here, I can't read it here. This one has got 0 fat. It's got 10 grams of fiber, 11 grams of sugar, and 27 grams of protein, you guys. That's amazing. And it's sweetened with stevia, and it's just, I just love it. I just love that yogurt. So that, you could take a little bit of that, put it in a container like this, that's a red, and put it in a Tupperware, and boom, you got yourself another snack. So between this, let's say one day you decided to have this as a snack, one of your snacks, with maybe a few berries that you would measure in a purple container, and 2 boiled eggs. So mid-morning snack could be, let's say, yogurt and a few berries. Maybe afternoon snack could be 2 boiled eggs. Right there, you got yourself 2 reds in the form of snacks. Then you've got your lunch. That's your 3rd meal, right? Then your Shakeology counts as a red. That's a 4th. Okay, whether you treat it as a snack or as a meal replacement, it doesn't matter. You're gonna count it as a red, okay? And then your breakfast. So the idea is to try to get 5 meals in a day, ideally at about an interval of 2 to 2.5 hours. So what my day would look like is I get up in the morning. I typically will have my breakfast at around 9 o'clock. And then 2 hours later, or 3 hours later, I'll have my lunch. Then 2 hours later, I'll have a snack at around 2-ish. Then at about 5, I'll have my dinner. And then maybe I'll have another snack, that's typically a protein snack. I don't eat any yellows after 6. So the idea is try to get 5 meals in, including your 2 snacks and your 3 main meals. And one of those meals, Shakeology is considered one of those meals. So you see how simple it is, you guys. So just pick your snacks. I love to just pick my yogurt, or like I said, my eggs. Another awesome idea for snacks is cut up vegetables. Measure them out in your green, whether it's radishes or peppers or cauliflower or broccoli or baby carrots. Measure them out in your green container. Put them in little baggies. Put a little side of hummus in there in a blue container. And boom, there's your snack. Maybe some apples. Maybe 1 apple counts as a purple. Maybe an apple and 1 or 2 teaspoons of peanut butter or almond butter. That could be a snack. Another great snack is, guacamole. Guac, which counts as blue container, and veggie slices. And the list goes on. Maybe you want to do like some deli turkey slices as a snack with a little bit of a few radishes on the side. Just kind of think outside the box, you guys. Don't limit yourself to what kind of snacks you can have. Ideally, I like to have a snack that includes some healthy fat or at least some protein. Think eggs, think yogurt, think veggies and hummus, or veggies and guacamole. Those are kind of my go-to snacks, you guys. And then I keep my meals simple, as I just showed you guys. It's this easy, you guys, to meal prep. I don't mind repetition because repetition ensures that I stay on track. So what will a dinner look like for me? Come Tuesday, Wednesday, right? I don't mind having this for lunch and this for dinner, let's say Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday I get tired of having the same thing for dinner because I've already had it for lunch. So like I said, I may take the turkey meat and I may put it on a bed of lettuce. I will take a little bit of shredded cheese, maybe a little bit of sweetened, obviously, plain yogurt instead of sour cream. Put a little bit of salsa on top, a little bit of guacamole, and I have myself a taco salad. How easy is that, right? Or maybe one night I'll take some of this ground turkey and put it in a low-carb tortilla shell, put a little bit of lettuce in there, put a little bit of tomatoes, cut up tomatoes, and I have myself a little wrap with turkey. So again, just think of ideas that you can make multiple meals from your protein. And then your veggies, of course, you could also mix and match, you know, for different dinners and lunches and so forth. Keep it simple and don't overcomplicate it. So my task to you guys is this. Pick your protein that you're going to make tomorrow. Pick your vegetable and cook them in bulk. Pick your yellow, whether it's whole wheat pasta, sweet potato, or any other carbohydrate. Just make sure that you're measuring it out and plan for a successful week. Plan your lunches and plan your dinners and pre-pack them, okay? So again, these are my staples that I wanted to show you guys. I'm huge on Weber Grill seasonings. I'm huge on Himalayan salt, Mrs. Dash, Liquid Aminos pepper, and chicken broth. And these are just some of my favorite things that I wanted to show you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. Please ask any questions. I'm going to continue to do videos for you guys to show you what my favorite staples are and different ideas for snacks and so forth. But if this video was helpful, please comment below. And I would love to see a picture of your meal prep tomorrow as well.